Hi there. Well, welcome everyone. Hopefully it started streaming. So my name's Keith Griggs, FCA. I'm a former Deloitte man turned fractional CFO and financial strategist for business owners for UK businesses. So today's session is called Unlocking Growth, How to Read the Numbers that Drive Your Business Forward. So this session is all about helping you gain control, confidence and cash through the financial data you already have in your business. And if what I share today resonates and you want help applying this to your own numbers, you can book a fast growth strategy session with me, or just book a session, just message me on LinkedIn or go to my website, redboxfinancial.com, and chat to me in the chat box. So let's get into it. So here's what we're going to cover today. So first, we're going to look at this sobering truth. So most people who try and sell their business, they don't manage to sell it for anything like what they want to achieve. And this is because they don't have the data there in their accounting system. They don't have the profitability, and maybe the business relies on them. And so anyone buying it would think, well, this business is going to be no use to me without this sort of key person running it. So, in fact, and if you look, the probably about one in 2,000 businesses owners ever manage a successful exit and get the money that they expect. Most either hardly get any cash at all for the business, or they don't get anything. The business just shuts down. So we'll break down the 6 drivers of profit in any business. These are your financial levers, and will help you identify where your weak link might be. So it's essential to do this now before you even think about trying to sell it. So, and I'll also share a case study of how one client boosted their profits by 32% without growing any revenue at all. And you also discover the trap that catches out even smart entrepreneurs, and how growth can actually kill your cash flow and make your company go bust if you're not watching it closely. Then we'll get into 3 actions you can take this week, or the beginning part of next week, to take back profit and control. So, and finally, I'll explain how you can book a one-to-one strategy session with me personally, if you like personalized support to implement everything we're talking about today. So let's start with what I call financial fog. And maybe this relates to you, I hope not. Supposing you're running a business, you're in the weeds, fighting fires, you've got clients to serve, team members to manage, deadlines to hit, and the finances often get pushed to the side. I'm shocked many companies have no idea what's in their P&L. One I saw recently had a £300,000 item in the P&L, and he didn't even know anything about it, which is really shocking. So when you do get a report, it's essential that you sort of go through it and understand it. And if you're not quite sure if you're really making money or just treading water, so this is what I hear from business owners constantly. They say, I don't know if we're making money until the accountant tells me. And even then, I'm not sure it's real. So this lack of clarity kills confidence. It leads to hesitation. You feel stuck. Growth plateaus. But this can all change once you understand your numbers. So here's the heart of today's session, the 6 profit drivers. So every business, including yours, makes profit based on these 6 variables. Transaction value, how much each customer spends on average. Purchase frequency, how often they buy. Gross margin, the percentage you keep as profit after your variable costs. Overheads, which are your fixed costs. Customer acquisition, how many new customers you're bringing in. Customer retention, how many old customers you managed to sell to in the last 12 months. The beauty here is that you don't need one massive leap forward. Just make small tweaks, maybe 1 or 2% improvement in a few of these drivers, and that can lead to massive compounding results because of the magic of compounding. and time. So this is where real lasting growth happens. Marginal gains, just like how some athletes train for milliseconds extra, and you can do the same with your numbers, and it will make a colossal change. So let me give an example. So Alex runs a software business. His revenue last year was just over 1 million, and this year still just over 1 million. It didn't grow, but here's what changed. He improved his gross margin by 1%. He reduced overheads by a few thousand. The results, the net profit jumped from 60,000 to 79,000. That's a 32% increase in profit with no revenue growth, just by making better decisions based on clear financial data. So imagine what you could do if you applied that level of insight in your business. So a quick pulse check. So which of these 6 profit drivers do you feel is the weakest link in your business right now? Just put it in the comments. Is it acquisition, retention, margins, overheads, frequency, transaction value? So drop your answer in the chat, and this will help you focus on what to improve first. Now, here's the twist, and it's a dangerous one. Profit is not the same as cash. So let's say you grow revenue by 50%. Sounds fantastic. But what comes with that growth? You maybe need to buy more stock. You've got customers paying late. Maybe capital demands go up. So even if your profit goes up by 39,000, your cash position might fall by 59,000. So that's how businesses grow their way into bankruptcy. It does happen, and it's a real danger. The faster you grow, the more fuel you need, and that fuel is cash, especially fast growth. So one of the simplest and most powerful ways is to improve your credit control. So in our earlier example, debtor days were 72. We brought them down to 40, just over a month. So what happened? We went from £98,000 cash drain to a 32,000 cash surplus. Same revenue, but faster payment. So this is the power of using your numbers to drive smarter decisions. So let's get tactical. So here are 4 simple things you could try this week. Depending on your business, maybe you could do offer bundles to increase your transaction value. Maybe review your pricing and gross margin per product or service line. Maybe tighten your invoice terms. Maybe call one client and ask for an additional order. Increase frequency. So none of these are dramatic, but each one could give you a 1% gain. And if you stack then, suddenly you're 10 to 15% more profitable. Before you act, audit. Ask yourself which of these 6 drivers is least measured in your business. Do you know your average transaction value, for example? Do you know your margin percentage? Or are your decisions driven by data or by gut? This doesn't need to be complicated, but what gets measured gets managed. So let's make it real. Here's your 30-day action plan. Week 1, choose one profit driver to focus on, just one. Week 2, make one small change. Week 3, measure the results. Week 4, reflect and build on the gain. That's it. Small, consistent action beats big bursts every time. So if today's made you realise you want help applying this to your own business, I'd love to help you. Here's where my fast growth strategy session includes a 60-minute Zoom session with me. So I'll connect your accounting software, whether it's QuickBooks, Xero or Sage, to live forecasting tools. And I'll give you a Loom video summary and a detailed PDF action plan. So investment is £190 plus VAT. And that's fully deducted from your first invoice if we work together monthly after that. So you can book your call right now at redboxfinancial.com/call or message me at LinkedIn or my website, redboxfinancial.com, in the chat box. So let's do a quick interactive poll right now. So answer any of these. Which quick win will you try this week? Who tracks gross margins? Do you have a proper credit control process? Let's see where you all are. Just checking. So no answers just yet. Maybe on the replay, people would like to comment on that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. Remember, build a business that doesn't rely on you. So this is the path to wealth, peace of mind, or freedom. So whether you want to sell a business or whether you want to just play golf all day, lie on the beach, whatever your thing is, and just have the business paying you money like a business owner, which should be your true goal. So if you want help getting there, book a session at redboxfinancial.com. Just message me in the chat box there or message me at LinkedIn and take action. You've got this. That's all for now. Bye.